Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for February 2025. So this is going to be for your recent past, your present and your near future. It covers your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus signs. And it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you are interested, if this reading does resonate with you, sorry, Spirit's here. If this reading does resonate with you, then you can reach out to me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com, revelationtarotgb@gmail.com, to gain information on a more private reading, personal reading. I'm offering 25% off my private readings, and you don't pay anything till the day before your appointment, and you can book ahead as far as you like, so you may as well lock that price in. So let's see what's happening with you in February 2025. Let's have a look at your recent past. So we're looking back at the most significant energy throughout January for you, Sagittarius. Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Cups in reverse. It does feel like January was kind of challenging for you in some ways, Sagittarius. The Ten of Swords feels like difficult, possibly difficult endings, or a feeling of, it's usually a feeling of thinking you have been betrayed in some way, but that betrayal is actually your own. It's usually a case of self-sabotage that you'll then try and project onto someone else, because it's easier to deal with than acknowledge your own, your own kind of, your own responsibility for whatever it was that this was about. The Seven of Wands is, however, it's not like, there's definitely not a sense here that you just sort of lay down and give up. You didn't. I do sense that you did. There was a bit of defensive energy here. I think people may have been challenging you as to the reasons why you either allowed something to come to an end or you gave up on something when you're trying to say that that wasn't how it was, that whatever this was. People aren't silly. I think that they were, just saying that's not how we see it, and you were being maybe a little bit defensive. The King of Cups in reverse could be the person that you've had difficulty with in your recent past. Someone who could be quite uncaring, in all honesty, quite uncaring and quite aloof. They don't really care about your feelings, or it's almost like they just want to be right, is what I'm getting. So there's a challenge here for you, and let's see how what the clarifiers are saying, that the reason this happened. So the Ten of Swords clarified by the King of Wands reversed, the Six of Swords. So the King of Wands reversed is you, Sagittarius, but again, this is you're struggling, you're not in your essence, you're not embodying confidence. I think that there is an element of intolerance here. I think you're angry, or you were angry, I should say. And yeah, for some of you, that might be what sparked the emotion of betrayal. So yeah, the Six of Swords is also regarding wanting to escape a situation. So I'm almost getting the image of the old, throwing a bomb and then walking away kind of thing. I'm not saying that's what you've done, but that's what the spirit guides have given me. Was there a situation that blew up here? And it always takes two people. There's always two sides to every situation, Sagittarius. But was this a situation that you escalated in some way and then tried to walk away from? The Seven of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed. So there, as I said, there is defensive energy here. You're standing up for what you believed, and you honestly, truly believe. I do sense that you honestly, truly believe that your reasoning were, as far as you were concerned, your truth. The Eight of Swords reversed is about your boundaries, but how you, it's almost like you, to a certain extent, you walked away from your own boundaries. It's like that you did something that you swore if someone else did, that would be it, kind of thing. So it's interesting. The Sun in reverse is also just a need to reflect. There is a need here for you to reflect. I think that you probably did come to the conclusion that this was me. There's absolutely no way around it. I know this was me. I know that something triggered me to do this, but at the end of the day, this was me. And there is a deep reflection here for you. The King of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Page of Cups, Justice in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're determined not to let your emotions get in the way of this, Sagittarius. So Justice in reverse, I think that this could just be, if you allow this to, if you've said your piece and you've kind of owned whatever it is you need to own with this situation, and this person isn't accepting that, then you have to just accept that's it. There's no more you can do. Walk away from it. Don't allow that to fuel you. Don't allow the injustice of how it feels to fuel you further into this, because it won't the outcome won't be favorable, put it that way. So let's move into your present. So we have the Strength card in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. It does feel like this has continued to fester or grow even, Sagittarius, because you're now, the Strength card is in reverse, which indicates that you've had your strength tested and you've lost. That's how it feels. It feels like you're, maybe you couldn't let this go. Maybe you did push it and push it, and now it's, as I said, the outcome wouldn't have been favourable. The Temperance card in reverse is also you, so you are struggling a little bit here. I feel that you are consuming yourself with kind of negative energy. And the Ten of Cups in reverse could indicate that this could be something to do with a member of your family, and it's causing unhappiness within the family. And I'm not saying this is just down to you, Sagittarius. It is down to there's at least two people in this, but sometimes it's hard to walk away. Sometimes it's hard to ignore, and the emotion of anger or betrayal is always stronger than the emotion of indifference. So Strength in reverse is clarified by Strength in reverse. Wowie. And the Two of Swords. You're just kind of, it's almost like you've used all of your ace cards in one go and now you've got nothing left. and you don't know what to do from here. It's like, you know, this isn't gonna end. It's not gonna stop. I'm still being attacked, and I've got nothing left to give. But you don't have to give anything, and you don't have to wait to be attacked either. You can just shut it down. Sagittarius, you can just shut it down and say, no more. Not anything you say to me from now on is just noise. I'm not listening. The Two of Swords is making a choice. I do feel like you're struggling with deciding whether to try and continue getting through this or getting to the bottom of this. And I don't think there is a bottom to this. That's the problem. Or do you just give up and walk away? It's like you're trying to decide between continue to and get to the bottom, or completely give up on this person and never speak to them again and shut them out of your life. But there's a middle ground here. There's a middle ground, which is basically just don't engage, allow it to naturally dissipate, and let bygones be bygones and forget about it. But you know, whether you'll do that or not remains to be seen. The Temperance card in reverse is clarified by the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of deceit around this situation. I do sense that people are making stuff up, they're lying, they're creating false narratives. The Knight of Wands in reverse is a failure to act, a failure to take action. It's like you've lost the will, if that makes sense. But then maybe you've deliberately decided not to take action, and that would be okay as well. If you've deliberately decided not to take action, but there's still like misinformation coming towards you, it's so hard not to react to that, and I understand how that feels. The Ten of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, this unsettled energy within the family or within the home or whatever it is that's going on here, I do feel that you're going to have to, because unless you remove yourself from this situation, you're not going to feel any different. And I do feel like you're going to have to remove yourself from the situation physically. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, there's conflicting energy here all the way through this reading. I can see stuff going on both sides. I can see it's getting to a point where people are just going to be trying to score points. So I would remove yourself from the situation, and it looks like that's what you're going to do. So now let's look at the near future as we move through February. So, thank goodness, we've got the Ten of Cups in the upright, the Death card in the reverse, and the High Priestess in the reverse position. So yeah, thank goodness that everything is resolved, okay? So it's like you walk away, you remove yourself, and then it's like removing the fuel from the fire. There's nothing, once you've gone, there's nothing left for people to fight over, if that makes sense. So it naturally will just die a death until a time when the energy clears and you go back. And I don't think that would take long. In all honesty, I think it would be, for some of them, if this is involving more than one person, and it feels like it is, because it feels like something that grows. There's going to be people that care about you that will take your leaving as something very significant, and that will shock them into kind of, it's a bit of a wake-up call for them. So when you return, everything's very different in a very good way. The Death card in reverse is at one point you thought this was the end of this is the end of a chapter in my life. This is indicating something's coming to an end, which it's not. It was just a huge shake up, wake up call for you, for other people, to make you appreciate who you are, who they are, what your relationship means. It's all of those things. And the High Priestess in reverse is do not, from this point onwards, if you're going to take any advice, do not hold on to any kind of resentment or feeling, or, you know, and let it fester, because it becomes something untenable and unnatural and unrecognizable. So from this point onwards, if you start feeling something and it's not a nice feeling about a situation or a person, then just approach them and tell them. Be open, be honest, be clear. So the 10 of Cups, finally we're happy. Everyone's happy. Is clarified by the Strength card in the upright. You could not make this up, honestly. The Strength card in the upright and the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So you're coming back into a very different energy, a very different atmosphere, which brings strength and vitality and happiness and joy. The Ace of Swords in the reverse does indicate that there is still lingering questions, but you'll be okay with that, you know. This isn't something that's going to now decline back into the place it once was. The Death card in reverse. Clarified by the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. The 7 of Pentacles is your persistence, your perseverance, your clarity, how you bring clarity to a situation, because you won't just look at the situation in situ. You'll say, hey, but look at what we've been through over the years. Look at where we came from. Look at where we were 10 years ago. And if you put that into context, through everything that we've been through, all of the experiences that we've had, this doesn't mean anything. This is a speck of dust in a, you know, in a a trash can kind of thing. So, you know, I think you're very good at doing things like that. Sagittarius is making people say, oh, well, yeah, actually, you're right. It is insignificant. How could we allow something so small almost to break us? And we didn't. The 8 of Wands is that communication. It's like you're opening up, you're having some incredibly interesting conversations with people because of what happened. You're learning a lot about them. You're learning a lot about yourself. And the High Priestess in reverse. Is clarified by the 7 of Cups and the King of Swords. So as I said, from now on, do not let resentment fester. Even if it's something you don't understand, or you are in some way ashamed of, it's okay. It's better to communicate. The 7 of Cups is don't be under the illusion of the shadow of your emotions. And the King of Swords is always speak your truth, always seek the truth, and stay strong and disciplined. So let's do your oracle. We're doing the mystical shaman oracle because it's your monthly reading. And your card, Sagittarius, is the Tree of Life. The tree of life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. In deep roots, its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens, the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it is important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. To find health and balance in your life, reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. What nutrient do you need to add to your soil to grow? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful decision, a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. Great stuff, Sagittarius. It looks like you've had a challenging time, but boy, have you learned some lessons from it in such a good way. So I wish you all the best. As always, I thank you wholeheartedly for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement, which I return to you tenfold. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.